Hello, I just want to give you guys a quick frequency energy update as we head into the weekend because things are a little bumpy and weird. We're headed into some kind of a big frequency change. There's a lot going on with the weather in the South and the Midwest. There's a major cold snap coming, and there's something big happening that has to do with frequency. So, yeah, I might keep my eyes on the skies. There could be something showing up there. I haven't talked about the UFO phenom for quite a while, but you guys remember I did an interview on Mexican TV to 2021, and I talked about how the governments would start talking about aliens. And did you guys just see that orb that went by? They talked about how the government was going to talk about the UFOs and the aliens, and of course they have been talking about it, especially in the last couple of years. Something could be happening as we head into the weekend and next week. But quickly we are having some major breakouts, of course, with silver and gold. Gold is right now hovering on the threshold of 5,000, and silver pushed up through 100. Let's take a look on the COMEX, because around the world that price means nothing. I think in Dubai they're paying a $400 premium, $400 plus whatever the spot is. So it's in the hundreds at the very least. Even there was apparently a bill that was signed by Trump a few days ago in which he allowed for the government to be buying silver at up to $600 an ounce. And the mint itself had revalued the silver eagles on the site. They stopped selling them for a while. They said they had to reprice because of the volatility, the massive price spikes. And then they revalued it to about 175 for them to sell silver eagles off the mint. Expect them to revalue it again, okay? Soon, like within like a week or something. So very, very soon. So there's a lot going on. And I actually think, especially the gold stuff, is connected to the UFOs. So let's take a quick look at the chart so you guys can see it. This is like the world's best horse race because silver is over 101 and gold over here is about $5 off of 5,000. I don't know if it actually did hit 5,000 over the last, few, so for however many hours. Look, 49.85. That's the peak it's hit, at least over here on SD Bullion. But I have another site I look at it on, so let me look there. Well, they're telling us essentially the same thing, and silver having dropped sort of below 101, but still, I have a screenshot in my Telegram. One of my members caught silver at exactly 100. So we have that screenshot in this. In fact, let me show you right now. Okay, here we go. I'm inserting the screenshot. 100 on the COMEX. Of course, that doesn't mean anything because those prices are false, but, it controls the U.S. market for now. So that's where we're at. Watch out for the skies because there could be something going on up there over the weekend or into next week. There's a big frequency shift that's taking place right now. And I'm actually it's part of what I'm going to talk about on the call, my members call on Saturday. So join if you want to hear about it. I'm going to talk about some of the moving pieces of what's going on around the world with some of these, Trump plans, I guess, his plans to take over Greenland and Canada and Mexico and all that stuff, and kind of what's behind that beyond. It's more complicated. So I'm going to talk more depth on the call. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend and pay attention to what's happening out there. Bye-bye.